Welcome to session 6 in our conversation with Courtney Vezina about keeping calm and carrying on. You've already talked about mindfulness. Why don't we just talk a little bit now about any other super practical coping mechanisms or tools that we can use to keep ourselves healthy in a holistic way.
So there's sort of this practical tool of acknowledging what you're feeling. And it's sort of centers around a lot of what we've been talking about, but in a really fundamental way. What you do is, let's say right now I'm feeling, well, what do you want to feel? Do you want to be my guinea pig a little bit? Okay, so let's pretend you're angry. You don't actually have to act it, but feel it.
Yeah.
Okay, you can place your hand on your chest.
Okay, I'll turn around.
And just acknowledge that you're angry. Literally say it.
I'm angry.
Yeah.
I'm angry.
And sit for a second and breathe. And you can say, this is hard.
This is hard.
And that's okay.
And it's okay.
And then another step to introduce your faith into this, you can speak one of your go-to verses. Just speak it over yourself when you're in this slowed down moment.
So Jesus said, come away with me by yourself to a quiet place and get some rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it works with every emotion.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be anger.
Yeah.
But just noticing. And it's an element of showing yourself compassion, speaking those words over yourself to say, it's okay. Because our body hears our words. Our body believes our words. If we say terrible things about ourselves, our body can't differentiate between when we're joking and when we mean things. We internalize these things. So when you say positive affirmations over yourself, you speak the word of God over yourself, you're speaking life. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've never thought of that I know the value of speaking things out loud, but I've never thought that one of the reasons is so that your voice can go down your ear canal to your brain, and so that your brain and your heart and your very self, your soul, can hear those words, One of the things I've been doing, I think I mentioned this to you when I met you in the coffee shop a couple of weeks ago, was this app called the 1 Minute Pause by John Eldridge, and it's incredible. And one of the things that he says during this kind of guided meditative prayer is, I give everyone and everything to you, Lord. I give everyone and everything to you. There's no checklist, nothing's been solved, nothing's been fixed, but you give everyone and everything to God.
I've been using this app since you recommended it to me, and I find the ending phrasing is the most powerful when he says, and that's enough, or that's good, that's enough for now.
Yeah.
It's almost it's allowing yourself to give yourself that permission to say, okay, it's okay. And like you said, nothing has to be fixed in that moment, but just to be, and then to be. Yeah.
It is awesome.
I
eh?
like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perspective, I want to encourage you that if you have feelings of anxiety, feelings of depression, that's okay. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong, or you're praying wrong, or you're not getting these answers or this relief that you so desire. We can have struggles and still be living out our faith. And I just want to encourage you that Jesus can put people in our lives to encourage us along the way as well. And reaching out for help is valuable. And it doesn't mean that you're weak or lesser than. In fact, I think it makes you strong when you acknowledge that you need that resource, you need that shoulder. And Jesus is the ultimate shoulder, and he can also lead you to smaller ones that can be effective for you too.
Awesome. Love it. Seeking out those smaller shoulders.
Yeah.
Great.